Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes. Dear students, if you are still in your homes, not anywhere in the coaching centers, still there are 20 days you must move in government run tutorials or private tutorials, whatever feasible for you, whatever you consider suitable, must move there. Because the physical mode of teaching is the actual mode of teaching and this virtual platform can't be the substitute. Dear students, last academic year, that is 2019-20, turned victim of COVID-19 pandemic, schools remained shut for the whole academic year and you met with a huge loss. In order to compensate this loss, you have to move somewhere and have a physical interaction with the teacher so that you can learn the things well. This loss can be compensated if you put extra efforts, if you do extra hard work. Dear students of class 11th, subject political science, today we are dealing with the executive. What's the executive? Dear students, as you know, the government has three branches, that is the legislature, executive and judiciary. However, government is itself part of the state and we can say the government is the part of the state and it has three organs. First organ is that is the legislature and main work of a legislature is to frame laws. And then is the executive. Executive is the body that takes the decisions that implements laws. And third one is the judiciary. And judiciary what interprets the laws, interprets the constitution and sees whether the law implemented or whether the decision implemented is according to the constitution or according to the interests of the people or according to the constitution or it's not violating the basics fundamental or basic laws of the citizens. Dear students, so you have to keep in the mind that we have three organs of the government. One is the legislature, another is the executive, and third is the judiciary. And executive means the political executive as well as the civil executive. But what is the political executive? Dear students, for state assemblies as well as for the country, for the parliament, the elections takes place after a fixed term. For parliament, lower house of the parliament, that is Rajya Sabha, sorry, that's Lok Sabha. For Lok Sabha, elections take place after 5 years, and the party that gains the majority, and the party that gains the majority forms the government. Simply, you have to keep in the mind that various parties are contesting elections, or various individuals in private capacity, as we can say independent candidates are contesting elections, and there are 543 Lok Sabha seats for which the elections are held. And after elections, the party which gains the majority choose their head and head of that very party becomes the prime minister and is appointed by the president of India. But this is the council of ministers headed by the prime minister of India then turns the executive. So simply you have to keep in the mind that every department has a political head that is in the form of minister. For example, your education, there is the education minister, your finance, there is finance minister, your transport, there is transport minister. So he is a political head. And he is political head under him or her, the rest bureaucracy or the civil bureaucracy or civil executive works. So we can say the executive is of two types. That is the political executive, that is non-permanent executive because it is fixed. It gets elected for a period of 5 years, and after 5 years, the people may renew their renew their opinions and can change their opinions also, and there will be no figure in the parliament or we can say in the government. So you have to simply keep in the mind that executive is that branch of the government that implements laws, that takes the decisions and implements them. There are two types of the executive. One is the political executive, that is non-permanent executive. Another is the civil executive, that in the form of secretary, education secretary, in the form of DCs, in the form of tehsildars, in the form of undersecretaries. These are the civil executives, and they qualify examinations, administrative service exams, and then they get entry in the civil executive or the civil bureaucracy. But you have to keep in the mind the political executive always tops the executive, and the civil executive has to work under the political executive because it is the opinion of the people. Dear students, I am repeating the things for you. We have three organs of the government, that is legislature, executive, and judiciary. Executive frames the laws, and legislature frames the laws, executive implements them, and judiciary interprets the constitution and sees whether the decision taken by the executive or the law is enforced or implemented in the right direction. They check its validity, whether the law is uh, in the interest of the people or it hurts the basic rights of the citizens. So executive means the implementing agencies, they implement laws, they take the decisions, then implement them. And there are two types of the executives. One is the permanent executive, that is the civil bureaucracy, and it is the non-permanent executive, and they have their fixed term. But political executive in the form of the government, in the form of the ministers, we can say every department has a political head in the form of ministers. That's the civil bureaucracy has to work under the political executive part. Remember that political executive is a non-permanent executive. It is for the fixed term. After that fixed term, people may change their opinion, and the new figures will be in the government. So the executive is that branch of the government that implements laws, that takes the decisions and then implements, and the civil bureaucracy helps the political executive in implementing these laws. Dear students, so we can say the government is run by the executive. We can say our government or the whole government machinery is run by the executive. So executive is a very important branch of the government. It takes laws, it takes decisions and then implement them by the help of the civil bureaucracy as well as the political bureaucracy. But you have to keep in the mind two types of bureaucracies are there, two types of executives are there. One is the permanent, that is the civil bureaucracy. Another is a non-permanent, that is the political executive. And political executive comes in the shape or comes in the sense by the vote of the people. Already discussed with you for the parliament. After 5 years elections take place, and the party that gains the majority forms the government, and head of that very party turns the prime minister, and prime minister forms cabinet, and he heads the cabinet, and cabinet takes the decisions, and the minister is the head of the every department, and under him the civil bureaucracy works. Dear students, this is the brief introduction about the this executive. Hope you might have grasped the concept. In case of any query or confusion that may strike your mind after watching this video, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number. And when you forward your query by any means, by WhatsApping, by calling, or by emailing, my email is kgm3864@gmail.com. And when you forward your query by any means, within short duration of time, your query or confusion shall be cleared. But the important mantra, important advice is that you must remain busy with the books. You must put extra hard work. You must put extra efforts. You must do extra hard work to crack every barrier in front of you. And you have to take your book to the bank because unfavorable circumstances often hit J&K and its academic structure, we can say, also always turn the victim of one or other calamities in the form of natural or man-made. Thanks. Be balanced.